Fire up Mason Rudolph if you're absolutely desperate. Shouldn't be that
Don't
desperate.
fire up Mason Rudolph.
Don't
Even
fire
if you're
him up.
desperate.
Don't
Throwing
fire
for
him.
300.
Yeah, don't fire. Bengals at Browns. Cover your mouth. They won't just do your order.
He has been quarterback 11 or higher 3 of the last 4 weeks. And everybody hates on this guy. It is Danny Dimes.
I'm hanging up right now. I can't believe it. I'm hanging up.
Oh. What up, boys?
Man, I don't know what to say when you say what up. That's what I say.
It's been a minute.
Hello.
What up?
Sorry, I lost my place.
Hey there.
Hello.
That's all right. That's all right.
Sorry, next time I'll just be like, hi,
I'm
Why,
Wesley.
hello there.
how are you?
What's poppin'? You gotta come up with something clever. You know what I mean?
Can I touch that dog?
Can I
Did you
pet that dog?
Oh,
I bet that dog.
There's a buddy of mine who actually, he works, he's like a call screener and stuff for 97 on the ticket. Anyway, he commented on a picture that somebody posted of a coyote in Redford, which is the city over that I kind of grew up in. And his caption was, "Can I pet that dog?" He had like, he's probably up to like 90 something likes on his comment because on like the Redford homepage or something.
Jeez. You see that? I think I saw a video the other day on YouTube. It was it starts out pointing at his dog, and his dog's got like this look of panic in his face, and there's a caption that says, "Am I the only one that realizes that that's a bobcat?"
Or that's
then it
not a
pans
cat.
over.
Yeah. Oh,
It's not a cat.
well, have you seen the actual video?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, there's a video, and it's just of time going by. The cat's getting bigger.
Oh my god.
It's an actual like bobcat.
Wow.
Well,
Anyway.
good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on back into WPF, the When Pigs Can Fly Fantasy Football Show. We are your hosts of the show. I'm Sal Adams. That's Corey Lamberts, and that is the fresh haircut second place winner in our home league, Wesley
You
Ryan.
gotta bring it up, bro. It's been like 3 weeks.
You gave the L. I thought you were giving me the go ahead on that. I'm sorry. I
I
wouldn't
was,
have brought
I
it
was
up.
gonna, I was gonna call him double doink, but all right, that'll work.
We are into the real life playoffs, ladies and
Wait a
gentlemen.
minute.
Not even just the wild card, but we are into the divisional round.
Now
in
that
our
Corey,
hometown Lions.
now that Corey's gonna make a joke, I think we should send him to like IHOP for 24 hours, and he gets a half hour taken off for every pancake he eats. He was the
I'm
biggest
Fine
loser.
with that.
I will
fine
sit
with
there for 24 hours and eat nothing. Just to prove a point.
Just free smells.
Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. All right. Call me when you get there. Anyways, our hometown Lions are hosting a big old playoff game. Let's go. Hosting playoff games in Detroit is not something we, as Lions fans, longtime Lions fans, are used to. But, buddy, I could get used to it. I'm excited. We're all excited, I'm sure.
Number 1 seed for the first time ever. Technically,
In history.
the best team in the league according to the standings, because they had the most points for and the same record as the Chiefs.
Correct.
And we did not lose our last game of the season, of the regular season.
That is correct.
Also correct.
You know
My
that's
shirt's
right.
staying on.
So, on the show tonight, we will be talking about last week's playoff games, this weekend's matchups, and we're going to let you know who we are paying attention to in these big games that we've got. There's a couple of massive ones. It's playoffs, man. It's finally here. Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
They're finally here, and they're in full swing. We got to see some really good games. Speaking of double doinker, we got to see a doink, I believe, to win a game. And, yeah, we're going to talk about it all. So, let's buckle on up, ladies and gentlemen, because the WPF crew is about to take flight.
And we're back. Dude, I did not know Zane Gonzalez had OCD. I'm like, dude, what's he doing? Just put your helmet on.
Oh yeah, it was like 45 seconds
like-
of fixing his hair, dude. Like, what are you doing? Matter of fact, Zane Gonzalez look-alike there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I got transfixed, man. I was confused. I thought he
Okay.
jumped in on the show with us. All right, let's go ahead and talk about these AFC matchups that we saw first. We have Texans. We're at home against the Chargers. This game wound up being a blowout.
It
I
wasn't
picked
a
the Texans to
blowout
win
at
this game.
first.
It ended that way.
Oh, it definitely did. 20 points is a blowout in the NFL.
I took the Texans to win this game. I did not anticipate a 20-point matchup.
Oh,
It was 10-6 at
This
halftime.
offense.
yeah, I had the Chargers winning it, and I am embarrassed
I
for
did too.
that team.
Yeah.
But
I'm
From
happy
4
to
and
see
12
CJ
to
win.
50, it's fine. Yeah.
I was
I
bummer
think
to see.
truly. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I was bummer to see Harbaugh lose, but what happened to him? He had like a medical issue. Did you hear about that? I saw some. I didn't even hear about that until I saw him, John Harbaugh doing like a media session or something like that, and he's like, oh, "I gotta go," because he heard about his brother going into the medical tent or something. I forgot
That
to look
happened
into
earlier
that.
this season.
No, that happened. I thought that happened
Did it happen
again.
at that game too?
I could be wrong. I thought that was recent.
No. The newest thing that I see is October 13th.
Okay, never mind then.
He had me. I'm like, man. What
Oh,
happened?
well, it does say he will have a cardiac ablation this offseason in addition to hip replacement surgery.
I did see that. Justin Herbert, I think, really was the reason they lost. Right?
He can't
had
throw
4
4
interceptions.
picks.
Yeah, 14 of 32, 242 yards, a touchdown, 4 interceptions. He had a couple awesome throws.
You know what?
They couldn't get J.K. Dobbins going in the game. 9 carries, 26 yards.
Now that I think about it, at least 2 of those picks were not his fault. Through the hand of McConkey, off the hand of Disley. Like, Disley had it and, threw it to the other guy.
Speaking of McConkey, he had, 200 yards.
197. Yep.
Yeah.
On
9 receptions, 197 yards, and a touchdown.
Most in a playoff game from a rookie in NFL history.
No, he
looked great.
Most.
Let's
yardage was the most.
No, it wasn't. Calvin Johnson is the most.
Let's jiggle on.
As a rookie in the playoffs?
Yes. Oh, playoffs. Never mind.
Psych. All right.
Boom. Ears.
Ravens were at home against the Steelers. I think we probably all took the Ravens in this one. 2 touchdown game. Russell Wilson actually wasn't bad. He was 20 of 29 for 270 and 2 tutties. Not a bad game. What were you gonna say there, bud?
I said
Najee
you're right.
Harris was
Steelers country. Let's go home.
Derrick Henry, 26 carries, 186 and 2 tutties. Passing game really wasn't the reason that Baltimore Ravens won at all. They were just able to control the game with Derrick Henry, and their number 1 receiver was Isaiah Likely with 3 receptions for 53.
They didn't have to throw the ball.
Yeah, so.
And Derrick Henry runs for almost 200 yards.
Yeah.
Bills Broncos, 31-7.
It wasn't as exciting of a game as the score would show. I watched most of that.
The game started out 7-0, right? Denver was up 7-0.
It was, it was very boring.
31 unanswered.
It was a shellacking after that first touchdown. Nothing really good. I mean, Bo Nix was the leading rusher for Denver with 4 carries for 43 yards. It wasn't great.
Well,
it wasn't
them losing still leaves Tim Tebow as the only quarterback drafted by the Broncos, to win a playoff game.
Moving on over to the other side, we'll start at the bottom. Eagles played at home against the Packers. That game was a lot closer than it should have been for, 5 interceptions?
Yeah.
No, 5 turnovers, 4 interceptions.
Yeah, 5 turnovers. Yeah, there's turnovers. Yeah.
3 interceptions by Love.
I see only 3 interceptions. I thought he threw 4.
Did one get overturned?
Apparently, he only threw 3. Huh?
Did one get overturned, or did they rule something a fumble when it looked like an interception? I didn't watch that game.
I watched it. It was actually a close game.
At the end, yeah.
Way closer than. Yeah, I mean, 22-10 is. It's. That game was a lot closer than the score shows. When you turn the ball over as much as they did, that's not.
Right. Oh yeah.
I can't believe it was that close.
That just tells me the Eagles aren't as good as everybody thinks they are.
Well,
Something
Barkley
somebody on this
Barkley
show
could
has
have
been saying.
Oh, Barkley could have housed one at the end of the game.
he could
Oh,
have housed
sure,
one at the end
yeah,
of the
but
game. Oh
I
no,
don't. It's
he
still
had
gonna.
he had like a 17-yard gain, nothing but green field in front of him, and he just knelt the ball. He just like slid
Yeah.
down. So he would have had closer to 200 yards and a touchdown, but that was cool. Um, moving on up, Buccaneers were at home against the Commanders. This is the one game that I did not pick correctly. I thought
picked
the
the
Bucs were going to win
Commanders,
this game.
actually. I actually got this one right.
Did you?
Yep. This is the team I actually
Um,
wanted to play
Yeah,
for the Lions. Because they're new.
yeah, not me.
We've played everybody else. Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
be tough, but I don't want same old. I don't want Vikings again. I don't want Packers again.
I mean, I get that. I fully expected us to play the Rams. I had the Eagles, Buccaneers, and Rams winning this game, and us playing against the Rams, which we also played earlier this year. The Commanders scare me more than any of those teams, though, because of Jaden Daniels and his mobility. The Lions notoriously are
I know,
awful at defending mobile quarterbacks. I'm not saying that I think that they're going to beat us. I don't. But he scares me. He does.
he's a good quarterback. I don't want to
know.
be like everybody else in Detroit who is afraid, because there's so many people that are calling it afraid of what Jaden Daniels can do. But look, Kyler Murray can do that stuff. Geno Smith can do that stuff, not to the extent. Sorry, sidetrack here. I'm thinking about mobile quarterbacks. Did you see the thing that came out that said, I think it was Robert Griffin III who said 7 out of the 8 quarterbacks left are mobile, and Jared Goff is the only one that's not mobile. They're saying
Jared Goff stands
Stafford.
alone.
They said Stafford is mobile.
Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh,
I
whatever.
would say he's more mobile than Goff, but he's not mobile. That's not an impressive feat to be
I'm
more
just saying
mobile
Goff
than
has more
Goff.
rushing yards than Stafford this year. Not saying he's more mobile. I'm just
What's
saying.
that stat? Like 120 to 130?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it is. It's funny though. I
They're
gotta
not
look it
they're
up.
not mobile. Neither one of
It's-
them is mobile.
Holy
In
moly.
any way, shape, or form. That's
Jeez.
so Jaden Daniels almost ran for 1,000 yards this year. That's a different type of quarterback running. I mean, we're talking that's Lamar numbers. That's Josh Allen numbers. I mean, that's more than Josh Allen this year.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving over to the Rams against the Vikings. I did pick the Rams to win this game, though it was technically an upset. I did not expect it to be a butt whooping like it was, though. 27-9. I mean, the Vikings couldn't get anything going.
No, they couldn't. They're saying Darnold regressed back to his New York Jets days. I don't know if I'd go that far, but
He was seeing ghosts.
yeah.
I don't know if I would say it was that bad, but it wasn't
Yeah.
that good. Not really a whole lot to write home about as far as, offensive fantasy relevance. I mean, Stafford 19 of 27, 209 and 2
That was
tutties.
that was Monday, right?
Kyron
think
had
so.
3 catches for 16 yards and a touchdown in addition to 16 carries for 76 yards. He was probably your number one guy as far as fantasy points would go on their team.
Jared Goff, 35 rushing attempts for 56 yards. Matt Stafford, 30 attempts for 41 yards.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's
So I was being super
they
generous with
didn't even
100.
combine for 100. They didn't even
No.
combine for 100.
No.
That's crazy. That
RG3.
was the last game, so
That test is in fact. You're not. That's a lie. Sorry.
we can go ahead and move on up to the games that are happening this week. Somebody else want to take the lead on this one?
Divisional round.
Saturday. Let's start with Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
Number
Hey,
one.
can we just
Pause.
okay? I wouldn't say that C.J. Stroud is a mobile quarterback either. In 2 seasons in the NFL, he's ran for 400 yards. I mean, that's average, right?
But that's average now. That was not average before.
Does Goff even have 200 rushing yards in his career?
That's what I'm saying. 200 yards rushing in a season is a good amount for a quarterback.
Okay.
Like, yeah. That's what
Would you
RG3
call
was
C.J.
saying.
Stroud a mobile? a mobile quarterback? Because I would call him a pocket passing quarterback.
I would call him a
him.
pocket passer, but he is more mobile. He has the
I can
ability.
get down with that.
Okay.
Oh, so you're talking about like Aaron Rodgers back in the day?
I'm talking like Baker Mayfield. He can get some rushing yards, but he lowers his shoulder and he's gonna knock the guy down. Like I actually
Bobby
tweeted out
Wagner.
Pat McAfee is the hashtag Ram trucked thing because Baker Mayfield trucked 2 Commanders at once, and it was unbelievable. I
That was
loved it.
awesome.
Did you see that play, Sal?
Guy's a gamer.
Yes, I did.
That was awesome.
I'm sorry. I'm looking up some stats on my boy Aaron Rodgers.
While he's looking that up,
yeah,
yeah, we'll start with left side of the bracket here. Chiefs Texans Saturday. It is Wednesday night right now, so that's just in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 nights.
Aaron Rodgers has 5 seasons over 300 rushing yards.
I believe it.
That's why I was comparing Stroud to him. Pocket passing quarterbacks that are definitely capable of running.
Yeah, 4:30
I like
p.m.
Baker.
Chiefs Texans. Texans at the Chiefs. Who do we got?
Is that -8? Is that what I'm seeing
Yeah,
there?
KC
Yep.
-8. And I don't know if you guys recall when they actually played during the season, but Mahomes said to Stroud, "You'll see you in the playoffs," and it came true.
Mm-hmm.
Script? Was that scripted?
No, Dan Campbell told
You sure about
Yeah.
that? Sure about that?
Dan Campbell told O'Connell he'd see him in the playoffs in 2 weeks. Maybe he'll still see him sometime this week. Who knows? Maybe at the airport.
He's probably got
Chiefs,
field pass. He's got sideline passes to the game.
Chiefs, and I think they cover the spread. I'm really excited to see Xavier Worthy in this. I'm not excited to listen to Chris Collinsworth talk about Patrick Mahomes.
I'm not so much
I don't even know that I'll watch that
excited
game.
for the Chiefs offense as I think that the Chiefs defense is going to just destroy the O-line for the Texans and just get to Stroud so much. They're going to make Stroud look like Sam Darnold.
I don't know. I think he's better.
I agree.
But
Oh, yeah, he is.
Their defense is good, though. Very good.
But Chiefs defense getting to the quarterback and their offensive line, Texans offensive line is suspect, and now you're playing without Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs. Your options aren't as profound as they were early on in the season.
Well, they signed Deontay Johnson for the playoff game and then immediately released him after the game was over.
I know, and then he got claimed by Baltimore, and now he can't play, and then he's gonna be a free agent.
It's awesome. I don't want to watch this game. It's as much as I would love for the Texans to win this game. I hope they do, and if they do, I'll be thoroughly impressed and more excited to watch the AFC Championship game than if the Bills or Ravens end up having to play the Chiefs, which is like a greater than 90% chance of happening. So, yay. Bills or Ravens play the Chiefs again. Boring.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Let's stick with Saturday. Let's go with the bigger point spread. That is Detroit -9.5 against the Commanders. That started off as 8.5. It's now to 9.5 because there's so many of us Lions fans taking that bet because there's so much confidence, not only in Detroit fans, but fans all over the country who are following the Detroit Lions right now.
Sal, you want to say anything about this one?
Do I gotta go?
I'm a little upset that this game is 8:00.
But it's Saturday. It's Saturday, 8:00.
I
so
know.
I'm okay with that.
I have to get up and go to work at 4 a.m. Sunday morning. Not real thrilled about having to do that, but the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions. Anzalone being back, I think, will help with the mobility of Jaden Daniels. His legs do scare me a little bit. I'm not overly worried about the Commanders as a whole. I don't think we cover 9.5 point spread, but I think we win by a touchdown.
Real quick, Corey, possible solution, would you be opposed to going to work the night before and just kind of hanging out? That way you could watch the game? And just sleeping there?
There might have been a possibility if this was my 3-day break, but it's not. It's my 2-day break.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I'd have to leave at like.
you're at work right now?
I'd have to leave. Yeah,
Ah.
and I come home Friday morning, and then I go right back Saturday, Sunday morning. So, plus, I mean, if we were getting snowstorm, I could probably justify it a little bit better than, hey, I just want to go to work so I can watch the football game.
True.
Everybody took the Lions?
I never
Yeah.
said anything, but yeah, I'm definitely taking the Lions.
Okay.
Do I think they're going to cover? I don't know, dude. That's a touchdown and a field goal, and an extra point, whatever.
I would argue this is going to be the most watched game this weekend.
Oh, without a doubt. If I were to do, so let's wind back here. So I didn't realize this, but there are leagues that play the
They're
whole
not
season.
going.
Yes, no, there are leagues that play the whole season, and each round of the playoffs they redraft their team. Yes, it's. I don't know how it works. There's one of my buddies that's in it, but with that being said, Chiefs Texans. I would 100% lock if you're going to pick somebody up. Travis Kelce is going to be one you want to focus on. Travis Kelce, and I don't know if I would even draft Joe Mixon if you're doing this playoff redraft thing.
I would.
Against the Chiefs?
I just look at the other running backs that are going to be available. I mean, Gibbs. There's not a lot. There's not a running back in the Commanders that I want. There's not a running back in the Chiefs that I want.
Kyron Williams, Saquon Barkley.
Sure.
Derrick Henry.
I'm not. I'm taking Joe Mixon over James Cook this week.
That's
absolutely.
the only person you take him over.
And over the Chiefs running back and the Commanders running backs, Pacheco and Brian Robinson.
That's tough. Because of Joe Mixon's upside.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm taking that.
Like you're saying, if Saquon's already taken, if Henry's already taken, if Kyron Williams already taken, if Jahmyr Gibbs is already taken, then your next guy is gonna be Joe Mixon. So sure.
Yeah, for sure.
He's on the top half of the bottom half of the playoffs. So he's fifth best. Sure, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Who would you pick if you were to lock somebody from these two games, or from this game, from the Chiefs Texans? Who would you lock?
Me?
Either one of you.
Not including those two, Xavier Worthy.
Okay.
Worthy.
Nico Collins, obviously.
Yeah, there you go. Nico Collins, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy. Those are your locks for this game.
These are not. I'm not locking either of these quarterbacks, by the way.
No, I didn't mention their names, did I?
Nope. Next year, I probably would. Not now.
Back to Lions
Commanders.
Commanders. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm locking Jaden Daniels, definitely. I'm locking Jahmyr Gibbs. Terry McLaurin probably.
Amon-Ra.
I think you could.
Yeah, I would lock him. I'd lock Amon-Ra. Zach Ertz might be a sneaky pick.
Might be.
But then again, I'm trying to think.
Said they activated Rakestraw back this week too for the
Yeah.
Diami Brown had a really big week last week, by the way.
Yeah. Did you see if you would have correctly picked the first touchdown scorers of all the games last week? All these guys that don't normally get fantasy points. How big the payout would have been for like $10.
Ridiculous.
It was insane. I don't even remember.
5 for 89 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's
You
wild.
watching that? Corey?
Like I've been saying all year, every skill position player for the Lions.
You locking Penei Sewell? He throwing a touchdown pass?
You can't put him anywhere.
There's an auto lock.
For a bet, yeah, you
I
could,
think,
but
yeah,
for fantasy.
yeah. The Lions, J-Mo, he could be huge. Don't forget about J-Mo.
He's good for one big play.
Yeah.
We going to Bills Ravens or Eagles Rams?
Yeah, let's go down to Bills. Let's go back. Bills Ravens. Go ahead, Corey. You start this one off.
God, like we haven't seen this game half a dozen times already, right?
I love this matchup. I love
I love it.
I love
I'm
it.
furious that they're playing now instead of next week.
True.
These are the two best teams in the AFC. I don't think
They
it's
are the
close.
two best
I
teams in the
agree.
AFC, and it's
100%.
not close because the Chiefs are, like I was telling Sal before we started the show. If you hypothetically, if you reversed all the one score games, Chiefs are like worst in the league.
They're like 5 and
They have the worst record in the league.
5-12, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they would end up, I think, with the number one pick. But still, I don't. They every game that what is it, like 13 out of their 18 games or 17 games, they like, that's ridiculous. But I don't know, man. It's Josh Allen, it's Lamar. I mean,
winner of this game is going to the Super Bowl. That's for sure.
I would think so. And there's the MVP is playing in this game.
Probably.
I mean,
But-
there's no doubt about that. The MVP is playing in this game. It's
Yeah.
one of two guys, and I think I sent you guys that flow chart.
Yep.
The flow chart of pick your MVP. If you and then basically it essentially it shows Lamar Jackson and all these reasons why you would pick him, and then it shows Josh Allen and it says if you pick him, and then it directs you made the wrong choice. Pick again.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it's not close statistically. It's really not.
So, and the argument
Right,
here is
we gotta pick
it's-
though. We gotta
yeah,
make that
I did.
happen.
I picked the Bills. I'm picking the Bills in this game.
Ravens.
You didn't pick that, but I like that. I'm taking the Ravens.
Ravens.
I'll pick the Bills.
Locks.
Ravens. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Khalil
That's
Shakir.
it.
Khalil Shakir.
No.
Khalil Shakir probably.
It's happening.
I wouldn't.
It's happening, sweetheart.
I can't trust any of the tight ends though. I mean, Mark Andrews could have a great game. He could have nothing. Isaiah Likely, you never know. They might not have to throw.
Same with Kincaid. I just
That's what
don't
I'm
trust
saying.
him.
You can't.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, Eagles Rams.
Go ahead, Wes.
I don't like this. I don't like the Eagles, but I do think they're gonna win. Obvious lock is Saquon Barkley.
Their whole offense.
Puka Nacua.
Wow.
That was tough. That was tough to get out.
Try that again.
But that's all, folks.
Wesley glitched here.
That was tough.
Yeah, it's just the software. It wasn't me.
A little bit.
Oh, got it. Is he your only lock?
I said Saquon Barkley, Puka Nacua.
I meant from.
Kyron Williams.
From the Rams.
Yeah, Kyron Williams.
Corey, what do you got?
I don't want to watch this game. Yeah, I want to watch this game less than I want to watch the Chiefs Texans.
False.
Yeah,
No, 100%.
I'd much rather watch
the Chiefs Texans.
This.
I'd want to listen.
I'll let you.
I would rather watch the Chiefs Texans game in the hope that the Texans win that game. This game, I don't care who wins. I don't care about the Eagles. I don't care about the Rams.
Fair.
Okay.
Zero. I don't care because they're going to end up playing the Lions and they're going to lose.
Ooh.
So it doesn't matter. Eagles aren't as good as they on paper as they are. We watched that last week. We've seen it all season. They have one quality win on the year. Two, technically, I guess, if you count last week, and it's against the Packers twice. So, and the Rams, I mean, I hope the Rams win this game because I'm sick and tired of watching the Eagles.
Tush push.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm tired of that garbage. But I don't think I watched an Eagles game all season. But I would pick the Rams to win this game just because I'm tired of the Eagles, just like I'm tired of the Chiefs. And I would lock Puka, and that's it. And Barkley. Same.
There once was a time where Cooper Kupp, if you didn't lock him, you were insane. Now he is not touchable. I mean, he had one catch last week.
No.
Back half of the season, he was terrible.
Man, I sure got rid of him at the right time.
I would love to see the Los Angeles Rams win this game. I agree with you, Corey. I'm not particularly concerned about either of these teams. I think if Detroit beats the Commanders this week, I think we're a lock for the Super Bowl. I really do.
Cooper Kupp's about as lockable as Kenny Galladay right now.
Wasn't that an awesome stat?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They were drafted in 2017 and have the same amount of 1,000-yard seasons. There is no way. If you brought that question to me, I would be like, obviously Cooper Kupp has more. That's not even a question. But injuries have obviously held him back a little bit. Anyways, moving ahead, I'm taking the Eagles to win this game. Unfortunately, I just don't love the Eagles either. I do believe that you can lock literally, I mean, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown. You can lock every single one of them. You're looking over at the Rams, Kyron Williams. Absolutely, I like that lock. I like the Puka lock. Tyler Higbee would be interesting if you need a tight end if you're in one of those weird leagues. I have the Eagles winning this game.
Okay.
But I gotta know, guys. Who are we picking to win the next games? What are your Super Bowl matchups?
So if me
You
and
took-
you are correct, we get Ravens over Chiefs. I got Ravens in the Super Bowl. I got Ravens versus Lions in the Super Bowl. And I feel like that's gonna be a great matchup.
Corey's got the Bills versus the Lions. Yeah.
Bills, Lions. Yep.
Yeah, I have the Ravens versus the Lions, and if I picked a winner on that one, unfortunately, I wouldn't take the Lions over the Ravens. We struggle with them. I would love to see us beat them, but I'm taking Ravens, Lions, and unfortunately,
I'd pick the
I'm
Lions
taking
actually. I think if Anzalone stays healthy and our
if Hutch
DBs
comes back, it's a different story.
dude, that'd be insane. But yeah,
Well, is there a chance Carlton Davis comes back for
No.
that?
no, he can't. Campbell already said he is not coming back this season.
It was a broken jaw like 5 weeks ago, wasn't it?
It depends on if he had surgery or not.
Start singing
And
through
then
the
you can't
wire.
you can't put the helmet on, and you can't have any full contact.
Start singing that Kanye through the wire.
Oh God.
So he played 13 regular season games, and that includes the bye week, so it was week 14, so 15, 16, 17.
Brother,
18.
we don't need Carlton Davis. We have Amik Robinson. You can't bury what came from the dirt.
I'm super happy about that. I'm just trying to figure out we're looking at he's looking at like a 9-week removal from that injury. It's a broken jaw. I don't know. You're right. I guess if he had surgery, but doesn't it seem like 9 weeks that would we're talking 2 months and some change.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm with you, but when you're tackling people and that helmet puts the pressure already in the first place on your jaw,
Don't
right?
strap it.
It doesn't. You have to strap it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes, it has to be strapped.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I accidentally forgot to strap it. Sorry, sir.
Strap.
Yeah.
We're getting a little carried away here, I think.
When I played football in high school, I didn't like wearing a helmet when I didn't have any injuries. I didn't like the pressure. It gave me a headache all the time. Seriously, I don't know what it is.
I don't. Say that one more time.
When I played football in high school, I did not like wearing a helmet to begin with. It just uncomfortable. It gave me a headache wearing the helmet, and it wasn't too small. It fit right. It just
So did you play without
Okay.
a helmet then?
no, I played. I just had to deal with it.
Leather up, baby.
This is-
Go back to the old school days.
that'd
rock
be
the
I don't
leather.
know if
sweet.
they'd let you-
The
I don't
leather
think they'd
lid.
let you out there.
No.
When he
Rocking
said
the
it, I was like,
leather
wait
lid
a
is
second. So you
crazy.
went out and played football with no helmet?
No, I
You're just
played no.
super
Not a
careful.
Nope. But then for junior, senior, I switched from football to football.
No,
Sure. That doesn't surprise me.
it doesn't. Not surprised at all. It's got the head for it.
I can still throw a pigskin over the mountains.
Oh man. So pigskin a quarter mile.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
You go by my
Anything
house.
else,
You go by my house with on a bike. You're getting hit in the face with a stake. I'll tell you that right now.
John, bet that's happening. It's happening.
Yeah, my mouth will be open. For
So
that.
I don't know if you were here
100%.
when I said it, but I got a promotion today at work. I got promoted to EO2. Or is
Yeah,
it
I was here for that.
EO1, EO2, EO3. Okay, I didn't know if you were here. That might have been when you were on your break, but
Congratulations.
it's pumped. Third time's a charm. Yep. Good.
Yeah, dude. Congratulations.
Cool, man. Good job.
Corey's
man.
about to get
Proud
his
of you.
promo next.
Yeah, hopefully. Back to
When do you hear about that? Is there
don't know,
interviews or
man.
anything, or is it just decide?
yeah, interviews already happened like
Okay.
3 weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Allegedly, the day after the interviews, or 2 days after the interview, they submitted the name to personnel, and then there was, I think it was New Year's, and then there was another holiday. No, I think it was it Christmas.
Maybe Christmas and then New Year's. I think you forgot the
Christmas.
important one.
Christmas, then New Year's. No, I'm trying to remember if the interview was after Christmas. And then
You
there
just-
was the funeral, Jimmy Carter's funeral, and that was
You
a
just-
federal holiday.
The way you said,
So-
the way that you said there was New Year's and there was another holiday.
No,
You just skip right over Christmas.
no,
Right
no,
on.
no, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm fairly certain the interview was after Christmas. Heck, it might have been before. But anyway, the way Reserve Command takes their time with everything, and I'm not surprised if they're on another 4-day weekend this weekend for something. Well, the inauguration Monday is probably going to put a damper on
Memorial Day,
notifications.
or not Memorial Day. Blanking. Martin Luther
MLK
King.
Day. Yep.
I got it.
That's Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, good show. Quick one.
National Championship, inauguration, MLK Day, same day.
I do believe we will be back next week for another one.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
I'm excited. I'm excited to continue through the offseason. I'm really excited to dive into rookies. I don't have any rookie picks yet.
Rookies, trade market, players to trade for, players to trade away.
Free agent guys, yes, we're looking at all kinds of stuff during the offseason. I don't have any, like I said, I don't have any picks yet, but I've got Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley. I've
Sure you
got
don't
some
want the
guys that'll
third
pull
and
some
fourth round
picks.
pick?
Oh yeah, Wesley, you
Just
missed
call
out
me
on
Les
that.
Snead, bro.
I called you yesterday, Wesley, to tell you about that, and you didn't answer.
I know,
Or call me
but
back.
I didn't see that call until like 8 o'clock, and you called me like 5 something.
Oh, I'm not gonna expose who it was, but I received a legitimate offer, and I asked them if they were drunk when they offered it to me, and they said no. I received an offer. Somebody
No,
offered me.
Tell them what they said.
I wasn't drunk. I was tired. They offered me my my third round pick, and their fourth round pick, and asked me to send them back Saquon Barkley.
It wasn't me. It was not me.
Is that Corpy?
The very last third round pick and a fourth round pick for Saquon Barkley. My response: if you add your first this year and your first next year, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
A third and a fourth is wild, though.
It's a very commendable response for such a garbage offer.
I might honestly, I'm gonna look that up. I might have only told them you throw in your first this year and we can start a conversation.
Well, I
It's
got
not-
word.
Throw
that
him under
there's
the
a
bus.
huge-
I want to know.
I got word that there was a huge trade offer in our league as well, and it was basically every pick that player owns for the 101.
Who?
I said-
yeah, it's like a DOS, right? Is that right?
You
Yeah.
would have to add some firsts for me to consider that one, is what I said.
Some firsts.
Some
Yeah.
firsts. And
Alright.
I had in mind this year's and next year's. We can close out the show and
Yeah,
I'll tell
close
you.
the show. We'll talk about more.
Mhm.
All right. Good show. Peace. Yeah.